Oh, it's the final countdown. Greetings and welcome back to day 5 of Chip Week. I couldn't be more excited. This is the end of the Chips of Summer series of videos that I planned on putting out. We're finally here. I'm your host as always, Jason Oliveira. With us today is the Deja to Huella and the Flamin' Cajun Cheddar, which I'm super excited to try. I believe I've had these before. Now, before we go any further, I do want to talk about the Deja to Huella. I will get that right by the end of the episode, I'm sure. Probably not, but we'll see how it goes. Fritos and Frito-Lay give back about $1 million a year, I believe it is, back to the Hispanic community. So anybody who supports the Hispanic community, I'm down with. You want to be a part of the Black community? We're down here with that on the Vodkast. The Asian community, the Native American community, you are all welcome here into the kingdom of the Vodkast with open arms and all the love in the world. So, without further ado, let's finish up Chip Week and see if either of these two can top our 2 top chips for the week so far, which happen to be, let's take a look at that score real quick here. Yeah, I see 2 10s on the board. Right now, with the exception of these 2 flavors in my head, I know what is the chip of summer in my head as of the moment, as of right now. But right now, we got to try these. I'm going to try the Deja to Huella. Did it, see? Because these are a salsa queso, and I'm fairly certain here. If I've reviewed it, there it is right there. I know I've had them before, so I don't think this is anything super new. I think that's just re-advertised, remarketed, rebranded so that you can, let people know about the things you got going on, the donations you're making, and the differences that you're making in the world. So that's important, I think. I'm more readily apt to buy something from a company who's supporting, causes that I believe in, as opposed to something against my beliefs, I would think you would agree. So let's, without further ado, let me smell the bag real quick here. Yeah, spicy queso salsa smell kind of coming out of there. So let's give it a whirl. Here we go. Wait a minute. Hang on. It's good, by the way. You could be our next Deja to Huella ambassador and win $25,000 and a trip to the Billboard Latin Music Week. I don't know the details. They're on the back. Here's a QR code. Can you see it? Probably not. Anywho, if you're in the store and if you are interested in becoming the next ambassador, you can scan any of these bags, and I'm sure it'll get you the information that you need. Moving right along here, we're going down north, I guess. Yeah. Because if this is Mexican, Hispanic, I'm assuming not like Latin America. I mean, not Latin America. Europe. This is over here in the United States in Louisiana. This is the Cajun Cheddar. So I'm way into Cajun food, by the way. I was introduced. No, I'm not. I'm a liar. Let me correct myself here. I'm not into Cajun seafood, which is the majority of, Cajun Louisiana cooking. However, I had a friend, Matt, who wanted to do a Cajun cooking night. So he made jambalaya with chorizo or linguiça, Portuguese meats. There was hot sauce in it, Frank's hot sauce, and there was Tony Chachere's, I believe, mixed in with the rice. And it was unbelievable, and I loved Cajun food ever since then. If this harkens back any of those memories or those flavors from that night, this could take the cake here this week, folks. Isn't that a funny word? Try to pronounce the L in folks. It's fun. Folks. Hello, folks. I have folks back home. No, I don't. They're all dead. Okay, so let me smell these. Hang on. Kind of getting like a general Cheetos smell out of these. I'm not really getting a Cajun vibe off of them. This is a nice beefy crunchy one. It's got a little bit more dusting on it. It jumped out at me when I was looking in here. So without further ado, the last chip of the Chips of Summer Week in my mouth right now. Here we go. I feel like there's something stronger. After outside lingers longer. 'Cause I feel some of that slips on past. These are dangerously cheesy in the Big Easy. I didn't come up with that. It's on the back of the bag. Would have been pretty witty, though. Yeah, these got a little bit of a bite to them. I'd say they're about a 3 on the heat scale, on my heat scale, maybe not on the general world's heat scale. Maybe some people are more tolerable, some are less. Definitely a Cajun vibe to them, which is interesting. I can almost taste like a Tony Chachere's in here, because sometimes I like Tony Chachere's so much I'll just lick my finger and put it in Tony Chachere's and then eat it. Not if I'm not cooking. Like, I don't go out of my way to like go into the kitchen and do that, but I don't think there's anything wrong with that if you do. As a matter of fact, after this video is done, I'm probably going to do that. Yeah. All right, if I had a preference between the two, I definitely think these have more of a subtle flavor to them, less of a bang in your face, like where this one does have that salsa queso kind of feel to it. Unfortunately, with these, though, there's really nothing unique. It doesn't bring anything new to the table. This is very different. This is the first Cheeto I've ever tried that tasted anything other than, like, pretty much this on some other level, or just, you know, your basic Cheetos. Because these are not Flamin'. They are the crunchy Cheetos, which I prefer over the soft ones, which is a funny thing, because as you guys may or may not know, I really like my food soft, like cookies and meatballs. Oh, now I gotta score them. What am I gonna do? Okay, these are definitely a 7, above average, very tasty. I like them better than the regular ones. They're different enough that I would say they stand out, and if I had a choice between them, I'd go with these every single time. Now, for the Cajun, the Cheddar Cajun, Cajun Cheddar, Flamin' Hot. The Flamin' Hot is fantastic. The taste of Southern Creole cooking in a chip is amazing. I'm going to give them a 9. I think they're that good. I think they're phenomenal. And if you're into chips like this, or if you're into spicy things or hot things and you want a variant, something other than like a salsa or a pepper flavor, this is really good. I definitely highly recommend these. These, they definitely are really in the running right now in my head for the chips of summer. But no, you know what I got to go with? No, let's put it over here. There it is, folks. The art on this bag is beautiful. It screams summer to me. The flavor is amazing. Even though I hate Baja Mountain Dew, I think that if there was ever going to be in the history of chips of summer a chip to represent summer, this Doritos Baja Mango, Flamin' Mango, I can't remember what the hell it is. It's over here. You can take a look at it, or over there. I don't even know anymore. But that is the chip of summer for the Vodkast. You let me know what the chip of summer for your summer is going to be down in the comments below. I'd love to hear it. And if I haven't tried it, let me know, because I will go out there. I will find it. I will review and demo it for you. And you, and you, and everyone who's watching. And thank you guys for checking out this week. Doing 5 days is not my normal thing. As a matter of fact, we're going to be going down to 2 for a bit. I am working on some new D&D video content that I want to put out on Wednesdays. That will always be my D&D day. However, that takes a little bit more work. So will there be a new D&D episode next week? Will there not be one next week? The world may never know. I'm also working on the Roast to 50, which we filmed the other night. Sadly, it was not filmed to the cloud, and it was filmed to my computer, so I only got the view that shares everyone's screen, which would have been fine and dandy, except every time we shared a picture of some kind of weird article of clothing I was wearing, it took over the screen. But the comments are there, and I think it's funny enough, and I'll find a way to add a few little details in there to make you guys laugh and giggle your asses off. And I really hope you've enjoyed this episode of the Vodkast, because I have loved making it. And if you guys are loving the content that I'm creating as much as I love creating the content that you guys are watching, would you please consider liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing, and then hitting that little bell icon, because it'll let you know every time I put out a new video. Don't forget to make somebody smile today, and make yourself a better person tomorrow than you are today, tomorrow. Let's make the world spin a little bit happier and a little bit more chippier. Together, let's sing and dance in the sun and in the rain as one, my brothers and sisters. Live life to the fullest and love every moment of it, because you just never know when that last moment's going to come for you. However, never live in fear of that moment. Always live in love, and never let your inner child die. Ooh. Take care of yourselves. Take care of one another. Take care of those around you who cannot take care of themselves, for they are the ones that need it the most. And if no one has told you today that they love you, the Vodkast loves you very much, just the way you are. All right, guys, do no harm. I'm Geycen Oliveira. This is the Vodkast, and I'll catch you guys a little bit further on down the road to 50. Take care, my friends, and happy adventuring.
Don't go to sleep with a catch it in your pocket.
And let me tell you whippersnappers one more thing before you go. A bag of crunchy Cheetos is packed. It is packed to the top. You go out, you get a bag of Doritos, it's about halfway down. You go out and get a bag of crunchy Cheetos, that shit is packed to the top. All right, see you guys in the next episode.